Today, we will learn the following concepts of geometry. Let us start this video with an interesting question. Can you tell the meaning of the word geometry? Think for a while. Let me tell you. The word geometry originates from the word geometron in Greek. The meaning of geo is earth and the meaning of metron is measurement. During the ancient civilization, the land was measured for different reasons, such as to identify the boundaries of a field, to know the structure of the city, during construction of a building, etc. Geometry was not limited to measuring earth. Geometry developed along with the growth of art forms such as painting and sculpture. Today's geometry has become so advanced that with the help of modern tools, we are able to see tiny objects which are invisible to our eyes, as well as huge objects in our universe. Come on, let us learn about some important concepts of geometry. First, we will know what a point is. Suppose you're given a map of your village or city and asked to identify your house on that map. Then how will you do it? First, you will find out the location of your house on the map and you will mark your house with the help of a dot. The smaller the size of the dot, the more exact is your location. The smallest of the small mark used to represent a position or a location is called a point. Can you think of some examples of the point? Think a little bit. Let me tell you. Some of the examples of a point are center of a clock, stars in the night sky, tip of a pencil, compass, or a needle, etc. A point is so small in size that it does not have any length, breadth, and height. To represent a point on a paper, we will simply put a dot with the tip of a pencil or a pen. Keep in mind that the dot to represent a point should be very small. To read and write easily, we will call them using the English alphabet. Just like we call this point as A. Similarly, we can make some more points like B, C, and D. Now let us understand what is a line segment. Suppose we mark 2 points on a paper, point A and point B. These 2 points represent 2 different places on the paper. If we have to reach point B from point A, we can pass through this path or through this path, or else we can pass through a similar path. But if we observe, we get the shortest path when both points are joined without any turn. The shortest part between any 2 points is called a line segment. Each line segment has 2 endpoints based on which we give the name to that line segment. The endpoints of this line segment are point A and point B. Based on this, we can call this line segment AB or BA. Keep in mind that line segment AB and line segment BA are 2 names for the same line segment. Since we can measure the distance between the 2 endpoints of a line segment, we can say that the length of the line segment is fixed. Can you tell in which cases you can see line segments? Take your time and think about it. The examples of line segment are sides of a paper, edges of a table, bars of a window, etc. If we straighten a thread or a wire holding the 2 ends, then that also will become a line segment. Now let us learn what is a line. If we extend both sides of a line segment without any end, then we get a line. On the horizon, where the sky and the earth meet, you must have seen a line. There is no end to a line. In order to show this on a paper, we put two arrows on both ends of the line. To give a name to the line, we mark 2 points on it, such as we have marked 2 points A and B here. And with the help of these points, we call it as line AB. We can also represent them with the lower case of the English alphabet, such as line L. From the point of view of geometry, a line has an infinite number of points, but we need only 2 points to determine a line. This is because only one line can pass through 2 points. That's why we say 2 points determine a line. Keep in mind that since there are no endpoints to the line, we cannot measure the length of a line. Now let us learn what is a ray. Look at this shape. This is a ray. A ray begins at one point and extends without any end, such as the rays coming from a torch, rays coming from the sun, etc. We show that the ray extends to infinity by putting an arrow in the direction in which the ray is moving. If we compare the line and the ray, we can say that the ray is a part of the line. The point at which the ray starts is called the starting point of the ray. Here, point A is the starting point. Similarly, we can take another point at any place on the ray. Here, we take point B. Now, we can call the ray with the help of points A and B, ray AB. Keep in mind that while giving a name to the ray, we write the starting point first. Here, the ray starts from A and goes to infinity through B. Therefore, the name of this ray will be AB. In this way, we can identify the starting point of the ray by looking at its first letter. For example, if there is a ray named BA, the first letter B shows that the starting point of ray BA is B. Therefore, the ray starts from point B and goes to infinity through A. At the same time, it is important to know that there is no end to the ray, so the length of the ray cannot be known. So today we've learned the following concepts of geometry. In the next video, we will learn it in detail with the help of some examples.